Greetings, one and all. I am the Zulu Ninja, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds. This is the second episode. We are about to enter Edgewater and do a few little side quests as well as a little bit of the main game. So, let us dive right in and get on with it. So here we are just outside of Edgewater, and before we do venture inside, what we are going to do first is just have a little bit of a nose about, to be fair. So we'll start off in here, close the door behind us because, well, we don't want people to see us stealing, do we? That would be foolish. As long as nobody sees you stealing anything, you can steal anything you like. And there is no, like, fence system in this game. So, you can steal something and just sell it straight away. You know, nobody knows if something is stolen. Because how would they know if something was stolen? If you took, I don't know, a bottle of milk from somewhere and tried to steal, like, how would they know that was, I mean, a bottle of milk's probably stupid, like, probably stupid, analogy, but in this universe where you can sell things, how would they know that item was stolen compared to something identical wasn't stolen? It doesn't really make sense. Right. Take all of that. Take the bypass shunt. Now, the bypass shunts are for hacking into computers. So there's like no mini games when it comes to hacking computers and all that good stuff. Right, so why is it telling me about item repair? Because we could break stuff down and repair them, I suppose. Journal is telling me all about the codexes and stuff, and that's where you got your quests and all that good stuff. But what I want to look at is, do we have anything better than Armor 4? Hell yes, we do. Armor 16 for this new helmet. So, let me equip that if you don't mind. On the screen you can see information. Yeah, right, I don't need to pay attention to that because I've already done it. Right, so that is that little side room completely gutted out. Now do exactly the same with this one. And what have we got here? Early retirement. Do you want to end your years in luxury and comfort? Do you dream of walking beneath the vaulted arches of Byzantium? Early retirement is finally here. Early retirement is your ticket to Byzantium. Early retirement is Chairman Rockwell and Minister Clark's gift to you. Selection for early retirement process is by lottery. Winners enjoy all expense-paid trip to their new life in Byzantium, the Jewel of Halcyon. Yeah, I don't think I've ever read that before. So we'll take that. Take all this stuff because, like I said, we'll sell it. Everything is worth money. The computer I can hack into there as well. Right. Another locker we can break into. Take everything. Take all that stuff. And anything else on here? Yes, here's that. Right. Use the terminal. Right. So, Spacer's choice. So, messages. Let me get the cursor out of the way. So, from the Inhumer Association to the Spacer's Choice Junior Inhumer, Emerald Division. So your subscription to the newsletter has expired. We'd like to invite you to renew your subscription. Act now and we'll throw in a copy of our newest publications. Shuffles, Gazettes, and Quarterly. That's the wrong button there. Never mind. There we go. So, from Human Resources to the Junior in Humour. An official advertisement text. Edgewater Cemetery is a property of Spacer's Choice Company. Spacer's Choice family takes care of its own from cradle to grave. Gravesite plots, headstones are provided by Spacer's Choice at affordable rates. Comfortable, spacious plots, custom engravements, yada yada yada. So, inventory logs. A burial invoice password required, but because we do have the bypass shunt, we can now hack that. So, Theodore Granger, cause of exploration was an industrial accident. Burial status successfully interred. Gravesite 13F. Fees paid and accounted. Teddy's corpse was missing a hand, deducted 5 bits from gravesite fees, but I'm a kindly fellow. Yeah. Well, we picked up some information there, whether any of it's useful or not. Only time will tell. And here we are in the beautiful, majestic Edgewater. So, what have we got going on here?
Friend, sick house is no place for a traveler.
Okay.
I appreciate the company and all, but you really ought to leave. You don't want to be seen around me.
And why not?
Because I'm sick. You don't want to associate with people in the sick house. We're not worth your time. I'm in about as much trouble as I can be. No reason you ought to be tarnished by association. People are gonna talk.
And yeah, you make it sound like I'm being watched.
The walls talk, is all. We all got sights on each other. Any of us breaks company protocol, boss is gonna hear about it from 6 different mouths. Maybe you don't know this, but there's a real simple reason you don't talk to the plagued. You don't want what we've got.
Well, I've got training. Let me take a look at you.
Don't. Please. I could get into a lot of trouble.
And you obviously need help.
That's kind of you to say, I suppose. But I don't need help. What I need is to understand my own folly. Company always tells us, weak spirits lead to weak bodies. If I didn't want to fall sick with plague, maybe I should have worked harder. Maybe I should have taken more pride in my work.
Yeah, because that worked. Exactly, that's ridiculous.
I really wish you wouldn't say those sorts of things. I told you once already. People could be listening. I'm feeling a touch faint. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone for a spell.
Okay. A little bit weird, but fair enough. I think we can steal that. Close the door. No one can see us. As with any good RPG, steal everything, sell everything. Armor parts. I think that's a dead body, I'm not sure. Yes, that's a dead body. all of that. All we've got in. Hey, don't know who's shouting there about company ammo, but fair enough. Dead people. Well, there, some dehydration tablets or something. More stuff for the Adrena time. Doohickey. The only person in here is that person there. They didn't see me. Marvellous. Can't get through that door anyway. Right.
What was that? Fine bonus.
The fuck? People just randomly shooting. Okay. Well, I may as well pick up the extra stuff. Right, barbershop. This was where one of the debts was, wasn't it? This guy. But I would like to pop in here first, if you don't mind. Having a little look. Nothing for you to worry about, sir. Right, let's examine this letter from Phyllis. But Conrad, receptionist shot himself. This is bad. Company's going to have to call it for what it is. Destruction of Spacer's choice property. Eugene was an asset, and somebody has to pay his body price. This is going to ruin us, so I was thinking that we pawn off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth, heirlooms passed down from his family or something. You're processing his body, right? Just dig around, pry them out. We'll sell his teeth somewhere nice and quiet. Use the bits to pay for his body price. Nobody's the wiser. What do you think? Don't write back. In fact, don't talk to me at all. Give me a special signal next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows, Phyllis G. Okay. That's a dead scientist on the table. So why does a barber have dead bodies at the back of his barber shop? Let's go and find out. I can't nick that because he's right there. So, let's have a chat with him.
Law. Is that a marauder's outfit? I don't want you wandering into my shop wearing something you've lifted off a corpse. Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
Right, let's intimidate him then. I can show you my hands.
No, thank you. That's quite all right. I've seen enough body parts in my line of work. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
I'm pretty certain our hair does not meet Spacer's Choice standards. Our hair is fucking epic. Right, let's start with my ship to begin with. Or should we not? Yeah, got it.
A ship? Dear me. You seem to have lost the ability to distinguish between reality and fantasy. This is what happens when you let your imagination run wild. I don't approve of fantasizing. It's a dreadful habit, corrosive to the mental faculties. You ought to let the vicar take a look inside your head.
The vicar?
Vicar Maximilian, our man from the OSI, here to spread the message of scientism like a soothing balm upon a feverish head. Or so you'd expect. You'll find him in our local church, probably neglecting his duties.
That was pretty much pointless. And right, Silas sent me to collect your due.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
Basically, you don't have any fucking money.
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bitless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
I don't give a toss. Pay up.
With what? My own blood? Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
How about you pay up with bloody gold teeth like you were gonna sell?
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
Right, send an eye or you.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
Eugene's teeth.
You know about Eugene? How?
There's a note from Phyllis.
Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
Yeah, he won't miss him.
That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Yeah, really. Look. I may collect.
Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Right. That's him sorted. That's sealed. Let's pop into the cantina. What's going on here? Thing on nothing.
Read the latest report.
Only the part that's making quotas.
Little restroom there.
Nothing we can do about that.
Sure there is. We can have another 0G.
Ah, this is where we want to be. Take that. Upstairs. On here first before we start stealing. Nothing on there. Marvellous. No one kicked there. Lente? Out on the balcony, I assume. Already been in here, haven't I? Get me ball bearings mixed up. This little room I wanted to come into, was it? Right, okay. Then we go all this way. Onto the balcony. Hawks. That's all that's out there. Right. Thought that was a proper chest locker cabinet-y thing that we could open then. It was.
I don't know you.
Okay. Let's lie and get the extra experience then. I'm Captain Hawthorne of the Unreliable.
Uh-huh. The Unreliable, you say? Never heard of any company supply ship with that particular name. I don't know what you're about, but this here's a Spacer's Choice drinking establishment. We're all loyal, hard-working company folk here.
That's good to know. Right, so we've got perception or charm we can use now. So something going on here I should know about, and what a fine establishment it is. That's something going on here I should know about.
Am I that easy to read? Yeah, we've been having some problems lately. Loyalty issues, lines in the sand. I know where folk in Edgewater stand, but you, I don't know you. If you're gonna have a drink, I'd like to ask that you do it within the premises. Can't have you taking drinks over to those deserters.
What?
Traitors. The lot of them. Bunch of folks decided they were tired of working and went out into the wilds to fend for their own selves. Town's already struggling to make quotas, even without that band of slackwits abandoning their posts. Bunch of lazy, shiftless rung leeches. Anyway, enough about them. What can I do for you?
Well, I need to talk to Reed, so where's he?
Do you now? And what makes you think Mr. Thompson wants to talk to you? He's a busy man. You want to talk to Mr. Thompson, try ignoring your duties. He'll summon you up to that great big tower atop the cannery, and you'll get yourself a proper dressing down.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It is a good thing. If you're not pulling your weight, you don't deserve to live here. Simple as that.
Fair enough. Right, let's trade.
Coming right up.
Merchant skill is equal best dialogue skill that you have when negotiating prices and when buying from or selling from vendors. Right, so I want to sell stuff because we need money. Oh, you don't just click on stuff, you have to press E. Okay. Right, I've got no interest in melee weapons. I do have an interest in that, though. Right, that's that. Shotgun. Hate the shotgun in this game. Get rid of all that nonsense. That. And for the time being, because you get so much of this stuff throughout the game, I'm going to sell all of it. Oh, you can just press E. Excellent. Weapon mods. Keep all of them for now. All that. Sell junk. We can just hold Z and sell all my junk. Boom. There we go. Right. Now, does she have anything decent worth buying? No, she does not. Right, so that's everything sold that I needed to get rid of. Happy days.
Heard something outside the walls today.
General store. Got anything to say to us?
It's Spacer's Choice, And before you ask, I'm all out of deluxe salt tuna. All I've got is gourmet.
Okay.
Music to
See
my
what
ears.
he's buying or selling. Weapon. Don't know how much ammo we've got, so we'll have a look into that properly later. Guns and stuff you find everywhere, so I wouldn't bother buying stuff like that. Same with like armor and stuff. You can find that all over. But these are stuff that I buy whenever I can. Because the more you have, the better it is. So whenever I can find the maglocks and whatever the thing is for hacking computers, I just buy them. Cantina, that's that done, that's that done. This looks like the church to me, so let's go and have a quick chat with the vicar. Ever he's hiding. There he is.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
I'm looking for a power regulator.
Mechanical tomfoolery is well out of my purview. I suggest you take such matters to Mr. Thompson in the cannery. Oh, and a word of warning. If you're considering wandering around outside the safety of the town, you'd best be cautious.
Being outside, I'm not impressed I can handle myself.
The marauders I met when I ventured outside the walls might agree with you. Bastards snuck up on me while I was dutifully hunting for a banned book in a collector's library. Barely escaped with my life. But you see, one of the reasons I transferred here was to get my hands on that heretical text. If you managed to acquire it for me, I'd pay quite a handsome sum for the book.
Really?
So
more.
consider it. I do appreciate you hearing me out, and, your discretion. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
Yep, I'll look for your book.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Excellent. There's another quest on the go.
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of your pay.
Or not. Very good.
Boss's orders.
Alright, let's go and have a chat with Mr. Reed Hobson then. Is this the way I want to be? Yes, it is. Anything on here? Right, so Edgewater Saltuna Cannery Facility strictly adheres to Space's choice standards of health and safety. Schedule your sick leave with Space's choice foreman and or supervisor. Be considerate towards other members of Space's choice family. Allow 2 to 4 weeks to process and approve your scheduled sick leave. Lost hours must be compensated to the company. See Reed if you are having trouble paying for your sick leave. Wow. We'll try to arrange weight deductions instead. Remember, work invigorates the spirit, sickness in the body reflects sickness in the mind, and sickness in the character. If you find yourself falling ill, it may be time to schedule a meeting with our local vicar. You have to pay for sick leave. What the hell, man? That's ridiculous. Right. Let's go and have a chat with our good friend Reed Thompson.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
You must be the town. You must be the town boss.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I must say, wearing a marauder's outfit is in very poor taste. I do wish you'd show your uniform a little more respect.
Don't work for Spurs's choice.
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Right. Ship needs repairs. I'm looking for a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Frying myself?
Oh, yes. Saw someone put his hands on a regulator while the power was running. His legs were still twitching when we buried him. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
Hey. And when you say mostly abandoned?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Oh, what a surprise.
I am not trying to pull one over on you, friend. You were bound to run into them sooner or later. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Why?
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
I don't know what you're telling me is my problem.
It's our problem, not yours, but I'm asking for your help. If those workers don't come back, Edgewater is going to collapse. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
How will I recognize Adelaide?
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
And they must have left for a reason, or what is she back? Yeah, they must have left for a reason.
That reason was me. I asked too much and pushed too hard. But I am ready to make amends if they are willing to return to the fold. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
Yeah, go on.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Yep. There you go.
Great. I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Right, let's get going. Alright, so companions. You've gained a new companion. They are characters that join you in your adventure and help you in a variety of ways. Companions provide combat support. Their skills enhance your skills. They increase your carrying capacity. Always a bonus. And you can unlock special companion combat abilities with the inspiration skill, which is one that I definitely want to improve sooner rather than later. Learn more about your companions in the companion ledger. So, if we do go to Parvati, so the companion ledger, this ledger shows you everything you need to know about your companions. You can see their skills, stats, status effects, and gear. You can change your companion's gear. First, select the item you want to swap out, then choose compatible item to replace it with. You can also change how they behave in combat by selecting their preferred weapon, follow distance, and aggressiveness. Actually, that's a good point. I probably should have kept another assault rifle, actually. Both had assault rifles. Never mind. As we kill more marauders, so you can get, you know, better armor for your companions, because obviously she's only got armor class 7 at the moment. They also do get perks as they level up. And here you can change how aggressive and all that nonsense as well. So, let us crack on. Do actually want to go into the journal. Is there a quick way of marking all these as red or not? I don't know if it's like OCD or what, but I hate having stuff there when it shouldn't be. I want to do that, so set that as my main quest at the moment.
Hey, mister, can we talk?
Yes, we can.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
Okay, so that figures. He didn't really strike me as the most honest soul.
Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Hey. Well, did you know them?
I don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident.
You know Adelaide?
Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place.
Arguing about?
Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt, if you can get out to her.
Right, so, yeah, there's a fine people. What of it?
Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. It don't seem right to me, mister. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
It won't hurt. We'll stop by.
Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Yeah, so if we're going to get extra experience doing so, then we may as well. Let's just have a sprint over, quick chat with Max while we're here.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Hello, Max.
Any progress on that matter we discussed?
Nope.
Oh, Miss Holcomb. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
This here's Vicar DeSoto. He's always offering spiritual counsel to those that need it.
Thank you for the kind assessment, Miss Holcomb. I admit, I've been quite interested to make our outsider's acquaintance.
No, I haven't found the book yet.
Please get it.
Of course, but there's something else I want to ask you.
What would you like to discuss?
Vati wanted to talk to you.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Cut off power to Adelaide.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
Advised.
Your goal is to save as many as possible. Then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Yep, okay, that's fine.
If it were as easy as a few soothing words in the right ears, I'm sure it would have been done already. Consider it a challenge.
Yep, right, that'll do. Oh, and a level up. Lovely jubbly. Right, what I want, because I need to get this up to 20, pretty sharpish. I do want my hack at 40, so that's at 40, that's ideal, that's where I need that for pretty much the remainder of the game, to be fair. Take everything else into leadership. Next level up will be the same again, just to get that up to 20. So I can at least do have the companion abilities. Right, apply that. And learn something else in Codex. So that, because it annoys me. And then we can continue doing this grave matter quest.
Something got you down?
Nothing.
Another day at the cannery.
So let's have a chat with Mr. Martin Abernathy.
Oh, sweet merciful law. A marauder's in my domicile.
Wow, okay. I've never, ever seen this one before. Handguns 1, hand over all your bits. Fuck it, I said at the start of this, in episode 1, I said I was a space pirate, so damn right, let's do it.
Please don't kill me. I still gotta pay my gravesite fees. Wait a second. I heard marauders don't talk much. You can talk just fine. Mr. Thompson sent you to put the fear in me? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
Yeah, I've never seen that one come up before. Anyway, right, perception. Right, you want to tell me what's got you so nervous?
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
Right, I'm here to collect your gravesite, please.
Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows.
Yep, you told me everything.
Sounds like he's already told you. You may as well hear it from me. I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies.
Don't say that, Mr. Abernathy. You still got a couple decades in you.
I'd steer clear, Ms. Holcomb. My affliction's bound to be contagious. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one.
Yeah, I'm sure it's all very tragic and heartbreaking. Now pay me so I can get out.
I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help.
Depends what you want.
Couple hours out of your day and some light second story work. That's all. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
Yep, sure.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
Taking a risk, you know.
I know that. But I got nobody else to turn to. Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see the good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
Right, we'll be on our way then.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy.
That Esther?
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
Is that right, is it? So he's got symptoms of something. You're saying it's psychosomatic?
All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic.
And why do you want it?
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
Let me worry about that, pet.
Alright. Here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you.
Well, Abernathy's paying me, so...
I'm paid better than Abernathy. Whatever he's giving you, I will do you one better.
Okay.
That's all.
As long as I'm getting paid. That's all I care about. Open sesame. The hell are the stairs to get up here? With a vending machine? Bloody marvellous. Yeah. As I said, I always buy these things wherever I can. Aha, ladders. Want. There's good old Phyllis.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
Gravesite fees.
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
These papers are not signed in your name.
Not my fees, and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
You have to pay the bill for neighbor's gravesite fees?
If you're not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
You said this guy shot himself.
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
That must be tough losing a family member.
Eugene wasn't family.
But you just said closest living relative. Yeah, it's an awful thing to say about your closest relative.
Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
Vandalism or kill yourself. So yeah, what they're going to do, arrest his corpse.
When one of your workers commits a crime, the entire town pays for it. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
Yeah, but you didn't.
Look around. Edgewater ain't exactly swimming in luxury. We can't afford to pay the body price of a suicide. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
Okay. Should we have a little look around here? Avati,
Sure.
come here. Other way, so I can steal. Don't mind. Anything here of any no. Anything worthwhile, I should say. So, hard work, positive attitude, sanction for access to medical treatment. No, the company has not provided us with enough medicine, to treat every worker. But she does, but she's been granted that. Okay. Let's hack that. Password Tenderfoot accepted. Continue. So, Theodore buried last night. Reed asked me to report his death in our quarterly, or to not report his death in our quarterlies. Asked to prepare a statement or something for the other workers. Been thinking about it. Don't know what to tell them. Don't end up like Theodore. Do your work short. Wear a smile, and you'll get medical privileges. And steal that. And then, for some reason, Parvati was outside again. I told her to wait in the corner. But we got a couple of bits and bobs out of it, so it was worth the little look about. Fair bit we can pipe while we're in here. No. Looking. Stealing in video games is addictive. Don't know what in that box. I was just on the lookout to make sure nobody could bloody see me. Now I'm gonna try and find my way out of this place. Aha! But I'm also now like, ooh, what's this way? Damn me and my quizzical set. Right. Vending machine? Have we done this one? Must have done. It's Space's choice. Right. Let's leave the cannery before I get lost. Which can easily happen. And we now need to go and see Mr. Ludwig. Hopefully, I've gone out the correct exit of Edgewater. There's 2 exits in Edgewater. One right near where Ludwig is, and one nowhere near where Ludwig is. I chose the wrong one. So, quick transition.
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
So, quick run through town. Constable Reyes, we need to have a chat with her as well, actually. Error on Monarch with Ruth Bellamy. I was going to say Rude Bellamy then for some reason. That's Silas. Oh, there must be 3 then. There must be 3 exits. I only thought there was 2. But we can easily scuttle around this way to get to him. I only thought there was 2 exits. There we go. Start the looting afresh. I haven't equipped that gun yet, have I? Let me do that. A grenade launcher? Yeah, go on then, we'll throw a grenade launcher in there, why the hell not? $16, $16. Swap them over. Jump over to Parvati. You can have that helmet. At least it gives her a little bit of armor.
Easy.
That is fortunate. I thought that was going to be another place we could boigle. Ludwig, if you want to walk away like a good little man.
Before we get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love the wind here.
Rob your stash.
Nice.
I think that's everything stolen off Ludwig. Now we'll go and have a chat with him.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
What the hell are you babbling about?
The war! The coming apocalypse! Man versus machine! I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
What?
Just my luck. I ask for backup and the boss sends me one of them simple folk. All right. Listen real close. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about. Firing at the birds. Orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
I'll be killing every motherfucker out there, bitch. So your resistance needs another gun. I'm for hire.
I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saltuna cans, mostly. Some Spacer's chaw. Few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid.
No, I want proper payment.
Enlistment fees? Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the Resistance a bad name.
Right, what you need done?
They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
No problem, we can do that. Right. Gravesite fees, please.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the Resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
Yep, he sure did. And to, furnish the Resistance with mechanical repellent.
Mechanical repellent? A stroke of inspiration from the law itself. Here, I've been saving up a couple of bits for just such a project.
Right. That will do for you, sir. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where this episode will come to an end. Thank you very, very much for joining me today. I hope you have enjoyed yourselves. If you have, do leave a comment, leave a like, leave a share, leave a subscription, all that good YouTubey goodness. And until next time, I have been the Zulu Ninja. Again, thank you very, very much, and I will see you all on the next video.